Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Fitness Goal Friday. Today, I'm jacked up to be talking about a topic that is going to be super beneficial for you, and it's burning calories now versus burning calories later. The goal of the Best You podcast is to allow you to feel confident about what you need to do, why you need to do it, and how to do it in order to get closer and closer to your best you. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Best You podcast. I am super excited to be talking about this topic of burning calories now versus burning calories later, because I've started to have a lot of conversations about this with people who I'm realizing have not understood certain things about health and fitness. And the reason why I bring it up too is because so many people that I coach are so worried about burning as many calories as they possibly can in the shortest amount of time. And they think that that is the best strategy to getting them closer to their health and fitness goals, especially with coaching Orange Theory or coaching at Echelon or coaching even the 10-week program. So many people just think I should be working as hard as I can for as long as I can with as minimal rest as possible. And they think about keeping their heart rate in as elevated of a state for as long as possible. And that's just not the most beneficial strategy. It's not the most beneficial strategy for you now, and it's not the most beneficial strategy for you later. And that's kind of the one beef that I have with heart rate monitors or wearables, is that when you have those things and when you are getting that feedback of how many calories you are currently burning, then it becomes a competition with how many calories can I possibly burn. And even me knowing what I'm about to tell you, I still find myself getting in that little bit of a competition. Oh, I want to burn more calories. I want to see the highest number possible. But then I have to remind myself, like, no, Nick, that is not the best strategy now, and it's not the best strategy for later. Now, there is a time and place where a good goal is to see how high you can keep your heart rate for how long. And that's if you're really testing your VO2 max, or if you're training for a particular thing that is going to require you to be at a high heart rate for a long period of time. But generally speaking, if you think about it this way, let's say the average person burns around 2,500 calories a day, give or take. The average person probably burns somewhere between 1,500 and 3,500. So let's meet in the middle, 2,500 calories in a day, okay? And so if you work out really, really hard and you have your heart rate really, really high for your entire hour-long workout, let's say that, then you might burn, for females, anywhere from 400 to 650 calories. For males, anywhere from maybe 600 to 1,000 calories during that workout. And so let's say that it's 500 calories for a woman. Let's say you burn 500 calories by really kicking your butt during a workout. Okay, that's 500 calories of a total of maybe 2,500 that you might burn during a day. But one of the things you have to think about is the 500 calories, you still would have been burning a certain number of calories had you not been working out. So let's say you maybe would have burned 200 calories during that time that you were not working out. Maybe it would have been a little bit less, maybe it would be a little bit more, but let's say you burned 200 calories. So that's net 300 calories more that you burned while working out. And let's say you did that, you busted your butt 4 times a week. You had 4 great workouts a week. So that's 300 calories more times 4, which is 1,200 calories more. That's over the span of an entire week. That's in a span over 7 days. And if you do 7 times 2,500 calories, then the overall number of calories that you're going to burn across the 7 days versus the number of calories that you burned, extra calories that you burned from the workout, is essentially minimal. Now, it's obviously relatively impactful over the short term, but overall, the number of calories that you burn when you're working out is a very small percentage of the calories that you burned over the day. And so what does that mean? So if you're burning a very small percentage of your calories while working out compared to the calories that you burn when you're not working out, the idea is you want to optimize the number of calories that you're burning when you're not working out. How do you do that? You need to make sure that you have a certain level of muscle mass has a direct impact as to the number of calories that you're going to burn while at rest, has a direct effect on your metabolic rate. That's why guys, generally speaking, burn more calories at rest than women, because guys just have typically more muscle mass. And so I'm not saying, girls, you need to get huge and have as much muscle mass as possible, but I am saying that it's really important to have a certain level of muscle mass so that you aren't required to burn so many calories all the time, every day, to keep your metabolic rate high. As you need to have muscle so that your metabolic rate and your metabolism moves quickly on its own, even if you're not actually working out. So for example, one of the questions that I've gotten before is, if I just cycle, what is that going to give me? I'm like, well, that's great. If that's the thing that you enjoy most, then, and that's the thing that will keep you consistent, that's great. I just want to let you know, you're not necessarily optimizing your metabolic function by strictly cycling, because sure, your legs are going to get strong and you have some muscle in your legs, but if you don't have any muscle in the other areas of your body, then you're not optimizing your metabolic rate. You're not optimizing your body's ability to burn calories while at rest. And so that's why strength training is super important. That's why it's super important to balance doing cardiovascular training and strength training so that you can optimize the number of calories that you're burning at rest. And so my point is, don't be so concerned with burning as many calories as you possibly can during your workout. Be more concerned with the quality of the movement that you're doing while you're working out. Be concerned with the quality of the weight choices that you're selecting, because that's going to be the best long-term strategy. And even if you take more rest and have to take more breaks because it'll allow you to go heavier or it'll allow you to move better, you're not going to burn that many less calories during your workout, and it's going to be completely meaningless across the long haul, because you want to optimize your body's metabolic ability to burn calories while at rest, because that's where the greatest number of calories are going to be burned, while at rest, not while working out. So I hope that convinces some of you guys out there who are so heart rate fixed and who are so go, as minimal rest time as possible. I hope that convinces you to decrease that as the priority and increase the priority around strength training, to increase the priority around quality of movement rather than simply quantity of movement, because the number of calories that you burn while at rest is a much larger percentage of the overall number of calories that you burn. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with a friend or family member. Share it with your workout partner. Share it with that person that you know that is way too concerned about their heart rate. Share it with the person who is way too concerned about their wearable, so that it eases their mind off of that and actually gets them the message across that they need in order to optimize their body's metabolic ability. Send them to nickcarrier.com/podcast. Also, I'm getting ready to have another event here in Nashville on April 9th at Yeehaw Brewery, my go-to spot. I absolutely love it there. It's such a fun spot. So make sure if you guys are in Nashville or you want to travel to Nashville for the event, is going to be an event that you will not ever forget, then go to nickcarrier.com/yeehaw. Again, nickcarrier.com/yeehaw to get your ticket today. That way you're not going to waste a weekend and you're going to create a memory of a lifetime. So I hope you guys realize that you want to optimize your body for burning calories later and not just burning calories now, because that will ultimately obviously help you get closer to your fitness goal and ultimately help you get closer and closer to your best you.